Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys we are here to do two things, and that is to see are Caulifla and Kale worth SA10ing, and basically really are they worth on their respective teams. So as you can see here, we're already looking at Kale. I've got her sitting at about, I want to say 20% in the attribute system. I did pull a duplicate of her, and I of course SA10'd her. I had plenty of Kais to do it. And for the sake of this video, to try and see if you want to save your Kais, maybe when it comes to global or right now in JP, depending on whether you're wanting to do this or if you just honestly are here for the entertainment value to see if this is worth, I did that. So let's hop in. I've already got this ready to go. We're actually gonna take on Cooler, so I couldn't bring, I could not bring Sensu Beans, and I couldn't bring Icarus's, either one. That's kind of why the weird random setup. So let's hop in. The last few times I've fought the Cooler event, it's actually been in a boss rush, so I totally forgot that you could not bring those items when you go into this specific stage. So let's go ahead and let's get through this pretty quickly here. Anyways, guys, so I did finally pull the Caulifla a couple days ago when I pulled the LR Broly, which is pretty crazy. Some people were like, wait, what happened with that? And basically what happened is I filmed a video, I wrapped it up, and then I was in a call with Rhyme, and he had pulled Caulifla, and I was like, crap. And I was like, well, I don't really, at least not right now, I don't really feel like going back in on that banner fully. So I was like, I'll just do one more multi-sim and let's see what happens. I did one more, and I pulled her on the very next one. So that's what happened. That's why there was this weird cut, and then it cut back to what I was saying before. So anyways, we're going to we're going to keep Kale on rotation. So like on this particular one, it obviously makes the most sense to do that. And in this team, the obviously stars are going to be Kale, hopefully. And then obviously the two Gotinkses that we'll have, the SSJ3 ones. And then this Gotinks is okay. He's still supers, amazing link set. And I want to say his passive is plus 90% when performing a super attack. So I mean, he's definitely awesome. But again, the real troopers here are going to be Vegito Blue. The double Gotinks is hopefully Kale. So Kale's deal is yeah. Now my Vegito Blue is 100%. It's worth noting that. So he's going to show out a lot right here. Let me take my phone off of the table. Holy crap. So her deal is she causes immense damage for one, but when she does super attack, because she does have the immense damage multiplier, she reduces her defense by 30%. But her passive is plus 100% whenever she attacks, and a guaranteed additional with a high chance of it being a super, which is what we're seeing happen right now. So she's basically a super fizz Broly. So she is actually a super type. It blew a lot of people away. A lot of people expected her to be a extreme type. She's actually super. So it's pretty legit. So right here, pretty obviously, we're going to do this. And these two, yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure these two are going to link up the best. We mostly just need to focus on making sure we at least get a super attack off. And that'll put us in the 9 key range, which is fine. I don't want to block. I don't want to block with Pan. Okay, yeah. Most importantly, I wanted to make sure that Gotinks at least got his super off. I think that this Gotinks is SA10. I actually did not look. I probably should have looked at that. But Gotinks is still moderately hard to come by. Not quite to the extent of like Kid Buu, Cooler. I actually see a decent amount of Janimbas. It seems like you guys really like Janimba, which I'm happy about that. Anyways, so not quite as hard as like a lot of those extreme leads, but definitely probably the hardest super lead to find. You still find plenty of SSJ4 Gokus and Vegetas, plenty of Super Gogetas, and plenty of the Tech Goku, which the Tech Goku definitely surprises me. So for this, because of what this is, we're going to have to do some weird stuff here. I guess I can let her tank. Yeah, we'll let her tank. She'll kill him. That's fine. But we're going to actually have to keep a Gotinks off rotation. Unfortunately, it's mine, which I'm thinking mine is probably better, but it is what it is. A negative to her, though, an obvious negative here. She's definitely shown out. She's definitely doing some hard damage. Not tanking very well there, but you wouldn't expect her to too terribly much. So I'm waiting to see what she does here. Okay. Is that she is not a Dokkan Awakened card. So she doesn't have Fierce Battle, right? She's capped at level 100 with moderately decent high stats for being someone who can only go to level 100, but she unfortunately doesn't have some other things that you would probably want in a character. But for just a base character that cannot Dokkan Awaken, she's actually pretty legit. What if we do this? Will that give me an 11 key? Oh my gosh, that will. Okay, cool. So far I'm liking her. Like, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. What do you guys think? So far, I'm like really liking her. I don't really, that sucks. Because he's not gonna get a Sill off. So that really sucks. Hopefully Gotenks can tank pretty well here. The super is gonna hurt. Alright. This is gonna be a true show of power from this Gotenks, man. Yes, look at that. And with the additional. Okay, the friend one is better. So, okay, I'm okay with that. Ooh, would have loved to have got the Sill off there, but it is what it is. I like that we're... so, the other thing, too, that's weird about this is we're keeping Kale on main rotation. Kale wouldn't really stay on main rotation. Probably not in this team, because we're literally giving up a... we're literally giving up an SSJ3 Gotenks to a floater spot for Kale. Again, the whole point of this video is to see is SA10 Kale worth. And so far, this damage from her is pretty solid. Also, if you have not seen, because I haven't really done a showcase here on my channel, plenty of other people have, so I'm sure you have seen it if you don't have one on your own. But Vegito Blue on a double 120 team being fully duped out is doing a crap ton of damage. Okay, we're going to have to heal, unfortunately. We're going to have to heal. Cooler hits really hard, so I'm going to actually run one of these, because next turn we may actually be able to kill him right here. Is there any way to get 3 key off? There is not. It almost makes you... Dang. Okay. His stats are higher, though, so it just makes more sense to probably block with that one. Okay. It is what it is, unfortunately. We are going to get the Sill off, so that's going to be super important. And we're going to get... Yes! And we're going to get my 11 key super off right there. Okay, cool. So, we are going to steal his super attack. Oh, he's about to super attack. Oh, God, this is going to hurt. This hurts. This, like, really hurts. But, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, that's still a lot of damage, man. That is still a lot of damage. Now, mine is SA10, just not a whole lot. I didn't pull duplicates of him, so not a whole lot in the attribute system. Just enough to get the free, I think it's additional for Fizz. And that's about it. About 15 probably % Fizz orbs into him. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so we should be able to kill him here. He is Silled, so Vegito Blue is going to do the things. I would let Kale tank, but she's not tanky enough. And she'd probably get me killed. So maybe Vegito Blue won't kill him here, but he is Silled. So he's probably going to die from the counters. But we'll see what happens. And once we're done with that, we'll get Caulifla locked and loaded and ready to go. And oh yeah, he's gonna die. This is 100% Vegito Blue we're talking about here. If anything, I know I titled this and everything else was based on Caulifla and Kale. This is a nice showcase of what an SA10 100% Vegito Blue can do on a 120% double lead team. There you go. We tested out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get Caulifla ready to rock and roll, and then we're gonna test her out on her respective AGL team. Now we've got Caulifla ready to rock and roll. She is also, of course, SA10 as the title stated. No orbs into her. I don't really have any AGL orbs, unfortunately, to put in her. This isn't like a comparing and contrasting them, because they're on two. Actually, they're on probably two of the most similar teams ever, because one has Super Vegeta, one has Vegito Blue, but still moderately different teams. Her deal is that she has 70% attack boost at the beginning of the turn. She has a high chance to dodge basic attacks and a medium, I believe it's medium chance, I have it pulled up here, just make sure I didn't say anything wrong. A medium chance to evade and counter super attacks. And of course she has a bunch of great links for SSJ4 Vegeta. So we're going to keep her on main rotation with SSJ4 Vegeta, and then we're going to keep, yeah. And then, so that's how we're going to do it. So one of our rotations is going to be Super Vegito and SSJ4 Vegeta. The other one's going to be SSJ4 Vegeta and Caulifla, and we'll let everyone else kind of rotate, which kind of sucks because the two gods, I call them gods because of all their links, but the SS Blue, Vegeta, and Goku just got a lot of updated links that actually make them really, really good. A lot of their links that were based on just like plus 500 attack or whatever are now actual percentages, which help them a ton more. So in case you didn't, I didn't actually ever make a video about that, and I don't remember exactly everything in that, but a lot of the older links that had kind of fallen off and kind of became not so much useful anymore, because plus 500 damage doesn't do a whole lot in the meta that we're in now, and hasn't for probably since the 70% leads almost. But anyways, a lot of links that were like just base values got updated to percentage links. That way they don't fall off. And then when you see them on characters, like, wait, what? Like, what does that do for me now? So anyways, that's my whole reason for having those there. Obviously, Pan is a staple unit in this. She is the best AGL support unit you can pretty much bring at this point. So because of what this is, I think I would actually just leave it like that. We're going to take a decent amount of damage this turn, which is super unfortunate. Pan will help a little bit because she has a 40% boost to a 40% boost to defense and also attack. But unfortunately, surprisingly enough, you can actually take a lot of damage here. And the thing that sucks, Caulifla can put out a decent amount of damage, but not the damage we just got through seeing from Kale and everyone else. Mostly because Kale can obviously attack double, and we got super lucky on this time just a second ago because, man, yeah, and that makes me want to go put some into her. But she still put some orbs into her. But she's still, man, that would have been great if she could have freaking countered that. See, that whole turn to just take out Thouser / Salsa, whatever you guys want to call him. This time, though, mine is better. Let's see. Mine looks better. Mine is definitely better. Mine is SA10. This is actually, I guess, I didn't even think about this. This is actually a full SA10 team. Last team wasn't. Last team was really close to being SA10. The Pan and the... wait, that was a really stupid move. No, it wasn't. We're still getting... Okay. Whew, that was a close one. The Pan is not SA10, and the SSJ2 Great Saiyaman aren't SA10, but the rest of the team is. So, anyways, we're about to get to see an AGL team against Cooler. I do feel like this is probably one of the harder events to take on and to test teams out without doing a full boss rush video, which I wanted to try and keep this under 15 minutes. I knew I was taking 2 units through basically a nice little whirlwind of things here, so I knew it'd be kind of a longer video. But I've had a lot of people ask for me to do this because I was able to pull both characters to compare them out. And some people did ask me to SA10 them, and I was like, do I want to do that? And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it. All right, guys, here we go. So obviously Blue's going to show out here. We're going to target down the Cooler first. And with Pan being there, Key is not even remotely an issue at all. In case you happen to miss some other videos, Pan is the awesome support units that we've been getting. The only ones we are missing now are strength, but her passive is +3 Key and plus 40% to attack and defense. She's fantastic. I would love to see Caulifla do some crazy stuff here. Also worth noting how much more work they put into not Dokkan Festival exclusive units. Pretty awesome actually for their super techs. Both Kel's and Caulifla's super tech both look pretty fantastic. And I'm pretty happy with how those turned out. Okay, so wow, what a turn, yo. Yeah, I was about to say I don't think that Vegeta has anything else that would offer anything differently than the Goku, but just to see. That is the only negative. Is if I forget all the links of a unit on JP, it's not just so easy as to just go and look at the unit and be like, oh yeah. As much as I've learned from this game, as far as memorizing, obviously this game has by no means taught me how to read Japanese at all. I couldn't read any of this to freaking save my life, but it has. Oh no! What a rotation. I said, the whole point of this is show off Caulifla, so that's what we're doing. Here we go. Oh, I should have put her down there though. Oh, I should put her in the second spot. Dang it! Just to see if she could get off a counter or a dodge. That is my bad, guys. Well, we've still got a little bit to go, so hang tight. We may still get to do that. I should have done that. I didn't even think about it. Did not even think about it. Not to mention the links between her and SSJ4 Vegeta. That was a really bad misplay on my part. My apologies. My apologies. But here we go. Moving forward. Guys, if you're new to the channel, you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, consider hitting that red subscribe button down there, as well as that like button if you feel as though that would be worth it. Obviously, Super Vegito still being an absolute boss and showing out. My Super Vegito has all of his crits and additionals maxed, but as far as throughout the actual attribute system, I want to say he's about 50%, give or take. I started focusing on Rose. I got Rose really close to 90%. I started focusing on SSJ for Vegeta. I put a little bit into Super Android 17 just because I really wanted to, and then I have yet to actually show that team off here on the channel. I'm going to do this. This makes the most sense for me in this current position that I am in. And because they can't tank down there, I'm going to also pop one of these. This isn't a no support I'm saying. This is literally trying to show off Caulifla and Kale, so I'm not all that worried about it. And then let's do this. Once Caulifla comes back, we're gonna let her have her moment to shine, hopefully. Yeah, I was gonna say that looked like that was a counter. That is exactly what that looked like, was a counter. A crit counter nonetheless. Come on, Vegeta, stop showing out, bro. Vegeta gets a lot of flack as the, like, not the best god lead, but man, he is, AGL is fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it was on my low tier list for me to run. Like, #1 for me, if I could find it, was probably Cooler, because it's just that team that, like, you don't get to run often. So if I found it, I was like, oh, I'm running that team. #2 was probably Tech. #3 was Strength. This is on JP, by the way. And then #4 was probably AGL, like way down there. Actually, Intelligence and then AGL, because Gogeta is a ton of fun to use too. Okay, let's see what you can do over here. I need 3 key. There's 3 key. Fantastic. I'm still... we can survive it. I'm not going to worry about it. We can survive it. Okay. Here we go. Actually, we might not. Come on, count. Oh, it's not going to counter this. Nope. We are about to take some damage, yo. I lied. We can't survive it. Hopefully, we can kill him. Hopefully, between Caulifla doing her super tech here and Super Vegito, we can kill him. Otherwise, it's GG. Actually, if he doesn't super tech twice, so we'll kill him off of counters. Man, oh man, looky there. Super Vegito is a boss. Freaking A. He is an absolute boss. I actually started sweating a little bit there. I was like, man, this is meant to be an SA10 showcase of Caulifla and Kale, and I'm about to botch this so bad. But not the case. Finishing with 3,300 health. It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit. Anyways, guys, there you go. There's SA10 Caulifla, SA10 Kale showcases all in one video for you guys. A little bit of a longer one, but still a ton of fun to make, a ton of fun to do. I like both these units. I don't regret either one of them. Caulifla, probably with some orbs into her, could show out even more. Unfortunately, we didn't ever actually do any of the attacks with SSJ4 Vegeta, but you still can kind of get the picture there. She still hits really hard for a non-Dokkan unit. Like, think about that. That is a non-TUR unit. That is full on. She's just your base form SSR awakened into a UR. That's all it is. So anyways, guys, that is today's video. As I said just a little bit ago, if you're new here, consider hitting that red subscribe button down there. If it's not red, that means you're already subbed. So don't go anywhere, as well as consider hitting that like button. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix here signing off, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.